Hello, here we are back with Apocrypha, the adventure card game, and we have managed to detox the environment, so now we're at the finish line. The annual 5K run for the hills is a Candle Point tradition. The most perfect of Wisconsin's physical specimens compete to see who can hit the finish line first. Physicians from St. Pantaleon's are on hand to make sure everyone reaches their peak potential. They're handing out energy drinks, and boy, everyone sure has a lot of pep in their step. Maybe you should catch those lead runners before the technicians do. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nexuses. The setup is similar to the one in the first mission in Take the Plunge, in that we cannot move. We're always at the same nexus together, and we can't move until we have sealed the nexus. I'm a bit unclear as to how this is actually going to work, because it says there are true threats. There's one true threat in each of these nexuses, and then there are 2 bystanders. When a nexus is sealed, move everyone to the next nexus, but do not sacrifice the nexus card if any bystanders are at that nexus. When a sealed nexus has no bystanders at it, sacrifice it. And then it says, active player, lose, move one of the farthest back bystanders to the next nexus. Now, what does that mean? Lose against a minion. That's how I take it. So if we lose against the minion, then one of those bystanders is going to move. Okay, so we've got our usual suspects: Ruby Doomsday, Alice Moon, and Gabriela Vargas. And we're going to get started. And everybody's gonna shuffle their decks one more time. And we're gonna draw everyone's hand. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Alice, for Ruby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Alice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Gabrielle. Oh, she's got 3 omens of hope. Okay. Okay, first she's going to draw an omen from the clock, and it's an omen of hope as well. So then she's going to recycle Seer to examine the top 2. Sword Cane is on top, followed by Love Battery. Okay. First one is a Rage gift, second one is a Soul gift. Okay, so first we're going to use a first of all we're going to play this card because it allows us to turn the Nexus to Hope, and it also allows us to, when assembling versus a gift, which we know we will be doing, we add 1 additional die. So we're going to draw the card, and lo and behold, it's a sword cane. But we knew that already. So it is let me get the mutation cards out first. We're not going to mutate just now, but I'm just going to give them a good shuffle. And we're going to get out our dice as well. So first of all, we have 3 rage dice. She also has strike 1, and she also gets to add one more die because of the card, of the omen card, and we're looking for a 9. And we've got a 10. That's great. So we take the card. And we're going to play this card, the Omen of Hope, the hookup again. And we're going to take the next one, and that's also a gift, which we knew. And it's got Charm and Hack, which it doesn't have. It's, oh boy, 2 soul. And we're looking for a 10. Okay, we're going to mutate this card because I would really like to, or do we? I mean, we are looking for a 10. Confront may lower the cost to play gifts, but it's a slotted one. Okay. Well, I guess we're not overly bothered, but we made it anyway because we rolled 11, so it's in our hand now, and we're gonna let me just check. We're going to play Parasite, which allows us to examine 2 from any nexus and return the examined cards in any order. So we're going to take these 2 cards, whoops, the top cards, and it's that which follows, and a mind gift worry beads. These are both things she's not good at. Well, this one is body actually, and but she doesn't have. Yeah. Shuffle this thread into a random other nexus. Conjure and sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one at the bottom and the worry beads on top. We're going to finish our turn. And we're going to draw up to 5 cards, which means we draw 1 more card. And then it's going to be Alice Moon who draws a card from the clock, and it's an Omen of Hope again. I shuffled these. Okay, so we're going to play this card, Omen of Doom. We take the worry beads, which we knew was going to come up, and we're going to assemble. So we have 4 dice for mind, and we're going to mutate the card. Actually, no, we're not, because nobody can help her, so we're not going to mutate the card. But we are going to play oh yes, no, we are going to mutate the card. Fragile. And we rolled a 4. If we fail the check, we've sacrificed 1 gift. Okay. So then we're going to play this card, which allows us to recycle this card and add 1 body die, because we're evaluating against a mutated card. We're playing against a mutated card. This one won't help. And this one won't help either. So we're looking for 14. Okay, that's 11, that's 16 in total. That's fine. We take the worry beads. We put away the mutation. And then we are going to play we know the next one is this threat. We're gonna play the Omen of Hope, and we're going to encounter this threat. So we have 4 dice, and plus sense 1. And we have the Mondrian cell, which we can use. And that's 6, 12, 17, so we don't need to do anything. Oh, sorry, this is actually on Hope. But we now need to shuffle this thread into a random other nexus. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a 4, so it goes into the hospital. And then we're going to investigate 1 more time. We flip our nexus to Hope and we examine. Then we may, if we so choose, investigate. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we are going to investigate. We're going to take our 4 mind dice. We have study 2. Then we're going to play the Mondrian cell, which is conjure and study as well. And it would also give us a mind, but we can't really use that. So, and we are looking for a 16. 6, 10. This is not enough. Yeah, this is not enough, and there is nothing we can do, so this card goes away, and she can't really do anything about it. She can't go any further with investigation, so these cards go away. We're going to draw up to a hand size of 6, and then we are going to do the end game that she has, which is that she can check out the top 2 cards, and that's a scrapbook and a conspirator. Okay. Oh, lose using mind or study. You may reload the confronted card. Okay, so we're going to reload the card. So it's now on top. So the grimoire is now on top, which doesn't really help because Miss Vargas has like 0 mind. Well, she has 3 mind. But, you know, we already didn't do that. So, is it you must or you may? Well, there's no way she's going to get this, so we're not going to do it. Okay. So, Miss Vargas is now going to draw a card from the clock. And it's an omen of doom. So she's got 3 omens of doom. So we're going to play this, because we know what we're going to get is a gift. And it says to trash the highest die against a threat. It's a scrapbook. So she does have hack, and she does have 3 mind. And we're not going to waste any time on this. If we get it, fine. If we don't, then that's fine too. And we managed to get it on a 10 even. Now that was a nice bonus. So now we're gonna play poverty, and we're gonna get a threat, and it's the conspirator, and it's 10. First of all, we have 1 charm die, and we have 3 rage dice. When you and your friends enter a house and you've never been in, make sure they haven't. What? Okay. And we're going to play this card, a pearl-handled revolver. Evaluate using rage. Recycle, add +1. So that means we add +1 to our roll. And we're looking for a 10. And we've got 12, 16, 17, and it says win 4+, choose 1, investigate again, or shuffle in a new minion archetype. So we're going to take this away, and we're going to investigate again, and it is a switchblade, and it's strike, 1, 2, 3, rage dice. And we're going to discard 1 card. We're going to discard, are we? Are we going to mutate this card? If we mutate, can anyone help? No, no one can help her. But of course we get to add 1 die. And we are looking for a 12. But a mutation could be terrible. Assemble using rage. Discard, add 1 body die. Oh yeah, before I forget, somebody asked what kind of sleeves I use. These are Mayday sleeves, and they are the thick 50, and then there's the thin ones as well. But I also use Dog's Magic. Okay, let's check. That would be a body. And that is using Rage. Okay. And it's Resistance Study. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I'm actually not that bothered. We're not going to do anything about this. Oh, and we made it regardless with 14. Brilliant. So we're just going to take this card. God, I hate when that happens. Where did you put her? This was her deck, wasn't it? Minus the Woodroom Cube. Okay, so now she's got a Switchblade as well, and she's going to play one more Omen, and that should be the minion. Okay, so now we're going to confront the EMT. It's a true threat. Initiate. Mind Sense 7. If you fail, bury one card from your discard pile. Mind is 3. Yeah, and she managed to do that easily with 13. So it's either 15 body or 14 mind. So we have resist. We have 3 mind dice. We're going to play, no, we're going to sacrifice the Rage Gift Extra Razor Blades to add 2 bonus dice. So this goes into the box. Oops. Oh my God. That's 9. We could reduce it to 13. It means we're short 4. Okay, we are going to recycle this card so that we're at 10. Well, it doesn't really matter. Oh yes, it does. Then we're gonna take this damage, but it also means that these guys, one of these moves to the next nexus. And we can't... What happens if we lose? Okay, in that case it just stays here, I suppose, for the next person to confront it. Okay, so okay, so we draw up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next up is Ruby Doomsday. It's going to draw a card. And it's mind or body. Well, she's got 4 body dice. What have we got here? Okay, she's got plenty of help, so she's going to assemble using 4 body dice. She's looking for a 15. She has nothing to help her. But we are going to mutate this threat so that she gets to re-roll. Well, she can already re-roll as many dice as she likes. Does she have a body gift? She doesn't. Okay. But she can decrease it by 1 or up to 2. Okay, we're going to re-roll all of them. That's 15 exactly. So that's enough to do away with this. So the minion 1 is caught and put away in the EMT. Is, oh sorry, she didn't play an omen, did she? Yeah, she was going to play an omen of, she was going to heal 1 and then flip 2, and she could and she can't recycle it. She can seal it by recycling a mind gift, which she doesn't have. So, and the Nexus stays there. So she is now going to, she has 5 cards in her hand. She is now going to move to, oh no, she can't. We have to, Saints may not move unless their Nexus is sealed. Okay, we have to seal it, which she can't. Because we would need to recycle 1 mind gift. Oh, anyone can do this. So we're gonna... So her friend is going to do it. So it is sealed, so we're going to turn it to its side, but we can't sacrifice it yet because there is still a minion there. So now we're all moving to the Main Street Nexus. And next up is our friend Alice, and she draws a card from the clock. And it's an omen of doom, deviltry. Recycle 1 random card, then flip your Nexus to doom. Flip your Nexus to doom and investigate it. If it is a gift, avoid it, then investigate again. Well, we're gonna play this. Gonna see what it is, and it's actually not a gift at all. It's mooks. Okay, so first of all, they are charmers, so she gets 1 die. They're also rage, so she gets 1 die, but she also has the Reaper, which allows her to add 2 rage dice. And she's looking for 11. Oh, someone else must confront a copy of this threat. So we're going to first do her, and that's 8. 9, that's 10, that's not enough unless, and she doesn't. Do we have anything to help her during evaluation? We do. Tail gunner. Reroll rage dice. So we're gonna discard this and she's gonna reroll this die. And that's still not enough. Okay. So then we're just gonna she just discards one random card. And then somebody else is going to encounter these guys, and that is going to be Miss Vargas. And that was 11, and that's enough. So these guys go away. No, they don't, because actually that was the copy. So we put them back in. But I actually don't think we're going to let Alice go again. Because she can't, she doesn't have an omen. So she's going to draw up 3 cards. Does she have any surge gifts? Only 1. Okay. Let's see if she's got anything that would support. But she's going to check out the first top 2 cards. It's Contagion, which is a threat, 15 and 15. And the mooks. Super, woohoo. Okay, that was resistance study, 15. Okay. So, let's see what we can do. First draw an omen. It's an omen of doom. And evaluate versus the threat, trash the highest die, or you cannot play powers to avoid. So we're going to play this one. And it is Contagion. We're going to have 3. One. I'm not sure what it means when it says mutate trash mutation dice. So if I mutate and I roll a die, oh, I just basically roll twice. So I trash the first, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Trash mutation dice though. So it doesn't matter, so nothing, okay, so I mutate but nothing happens? That's weird. That can't be it, so we're gonna roll twice. So we take 1 card, Swarm, great. We rolled a 4, we trash this die, and then we roll a 3, terminate. A saint at each other nexus must confront a copy of this threat. There are no other nexuses, so nothing happens. Gonna roll, we're looking for 15. And we get 17 in one go, that's great. So Contagion goes away. And then we're going to investigate one more time. And it is the mooks, and we're going to add 1 charm die and 3 of these dice. And here we've got, in the assemble stage, nothing she can help her with. And here we've got we're gonna discard the sword cane, because then she can add a body die. We're looking for 11, and that's more than enough at 14. Oh, sorry, we need to confront a copy as well. So 14. Okay, so that was a win. And then somebody else has to confront it, and that would be Ruby. And she's got charm, and she's got 3. And she 10, 13 also killed them, so they're gone. So all of this goes away. And then that's all we can do. And we're going to draw up 1 card. And next up is Ruby Doomsday, and she's got 1 card left. And she's going to draw a card, and it's an Omen of Doom. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip your nexus to Doom. Nope. Flip your nexus to Doom and investigate. Flip your nexus to Hope. In an assemble versus a threat, add 1 to bonus die. We're going to try this. And it is a gift. And it's, oh, 9. Okay, we're going to take 4 dice because it's 4 in its body. And she doesn't have resist, but we're going to try this anyway. We're not going to waste any money on this. And we've got an 11. We've got a 10, which is enough, so she gets a plague mask. So we are going to we're going to play this card. We're going to investigate our nexus. It's on Doom now. And it is a gift which we need to avoid. And then we get to investigate 1 more time. And it's another gift. So this time round we can actually try and get it. So we get 3 rage dice. And 1 for strike. And that is 13, which is enough. And since we win versus a gift and it's on Doom, it gets recycled. Put it in here. Then we have 1 more card. We could, in theory, investigate again. But we're not going to. We're just going to draw up to 5 cards. And next up is Alice Moon, and she draws 1 Omen card. And it is an Omen of Doom. But before she does anything, she is going to play Charm Bracelet to heal 3 Surge Gifts. Let's see if she's got any Surge Gifts. She has 1. Okay, she's going to do that anyway. Then she's going to play this Omen to heal 1. And then she's going to investigate. She's going to flip the Nexus to Hope, and then she's going to investigate, and she meets Paper People. You cannot play strike gifts. So she would be using soul, and she would be adding 1 bonus die for charm. Yeah, and there are some things that we can help her with. But she doesn't need our help because she rolls 10 off the bat. Actually, she rolls 13. So this goes away. This goes away as well. She has 5 cards in her hand. She's going to draw 1 card. And she's not going to do anything now. She's going to stay where she is. And we move over to Ms. Vargas, and she draws 1 card, and it's an Omen of Hope. That's the only omen she's got, so it stays on Hope. Flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. Assemble using body and add 1 bonus die. It's minion number 2. Minion number 2 is the EMT. We get 1 for resist, 3 for body, plus since we're going to add 1 additional die for body, this is it. And we're looking for a 15. We didn't mutate it the last time, but we're going to mutate it now. So we have 5 cards in our hand, so we're going to roll a die. And it is a 1, so we take this card. Aim rock solid. And we roll a 6. Assemble, add 1 body die. I have no problem with that. And we get to re-roll 4 body dice thanks to Ruby Doomsday. We're looking for a 15, people. And we get 17 in total. Oh, sorry. We should have... Okay, we still keep this roll, but we should have done a mind check. Sense 7. And she did manage this. Okay, so this goes away. And we can actually go to sanctify. And in order to sanctify, we need to discard 1 gift. Yeah, and we're going to discard the charm bracelet. We're going to sanctify this, but we can't seal it. We're sealing it, but we can't sacrifice it because there is 1 minion, so there's still, the runners are still there. So we're going to draw 1 more card, and we are running out of cards, so this is taking very long. So now she can move, and she's going to take, oh, we all move anyway. So we're now at the Nexus Park. We have 2 more Nexuses to go through. This is not going well because we're running out of cards. So now it's Ruby Doomsday. Do we have anything that helps us to evaluate sacrifice and discard 1 card of each card in a Fading Saints discard pile? The Fading Saint reveals that number of cards. Okay, yeah, we do have someone who can help us heal. Okay, good. So, we are now at the park, and it is Ruby Doomsday, and she's going to draw an omen from the clock, and it's an omen of righteous anger. Sacrifice. Flip your next to hope and investigate it. In assemble versus a threat, add 1 bonus die. Or an omen of doom. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip your nexus to doom. Ha. No, probably not. That would be gaming it. Let's see, does she have any surge gifts? No. Does she have any surge gifts? No. So this doesn't really help. We're going to turn it to hope. Investigate. Lower the cost to play soul gifts by 1. And it's a threat. We add 1 bonus die to off the bat because of the omen that we played. And it's a body check. And it's got strike plus 1. We've got 4 body dice. Yeah, and we're going to leave it at that. Six, 16. Booyah. Dead. Okay. We are going to investigate again. No, we're not going to use this omen. We're just going to stop here. We've got 5 cards. Next up is Alice Moon. She's going to draw a card. It's an omen of hope. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In confront, decrease your damage to 0. And it's minion number 3. That's an EMT. First, she needs to pass a mind number 7. Sense. And she does have sense, so she gets 5 dice. And that's easily done. She rolls 14. Then we're going to play this. So she gets 2 for study and 4 for mind. And she also has a Mondrian cell. And she rolls a 16. So that's enough. So we've won. And we can seal it because there are no bystanders. So we take this card, we take these cards, they all go away. We have to, in order to seal it, we have to shuffle an omen into the clock. And she happens to have an omen in her hand. Brilliant. So that worked out nicely. So we're going to shuffle this into. So that was lucky. Because now, since this is sealed, it's also sacrificed because there is nobody standing there. So we're going to put it upside down and we all move to, so she moves to the bar and draws up to 5 cards. Next up is Ruby. Or do we actually, no, we actually move, all of us move, so basically that's how this works. So now it is Gabriela Vargas, and she has an Omen of Hope in her hand. And she draws an Omen of Hope into her hand, and she has a draw 1 card, then flip your Nexus to Hope, flip your Nexus to Hope, and then examine 1. Oh, sorry, we're going to check out the first 2 cards because that's her ability. It's an Omen of Doom and an extra Razor Blade. Okay. So, first of all, we're going to play Tech Support, which allows Gabriela to heal 3 hack and or tool cards. So this is a tool, this is a tool, and this is a tool and a hack card. She's going to take all of these cards and shuffle them into her draw pile. So that's that. Then we are going to play this card, flip your Nexus to Hope, and examine 1. No, actually we're not going to do this. We're going to play this. We're going to draw a card, sacrifice, draw 1 card, then flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. It's an Omen. Woohoo! We're going to play Extravagance, not Extravaganza. We know that the next is a gift, which we don't care about anyway, so we avoid it and get to investigate again. And that's Cryptid. And we are going to take this one head on. It's Sense. She doesn't have Sense, but she does have 3 Rage dice. We're not going to mutate it. And we are going to play Finger Post, which adds 2 Rage dice. So 1 more Rage die, and since we don't have 5 dice, so it's this, and since it's also got Sense, we're going to add 1 die. And if we win, we examine 1 from another Nexus, which we're going to totally do. We're looking for an 11. And that's 5, 8. That's not enough. Let's see what we can do here. Evaluate versus a threat. Roll 1 die. We lower it by 1 to 10. Roll 1 die. If the result is odd, decrease the target by 1. That's what we did. So we managed to win. And because we played Finger Post, we get to examine the top card from the next Nexus. Or does it say any Nexus? From another Nexus, yes. And that is Madame Roux's Elixir. I'm going to leave it up there because that we know what's happening. Okay, cool. So this goes away. And then we're going to play an Omen of Hope. We're going to switch to Hope. And it and we get to examine one, and it is a pink taser. And we're going to try and get it. We have 3 rage dice, and we have 1 strike die and 1 charm die, and we're looking for 8. And we got 12. That's good enough. So we take this card. We're very happy about it. We're going to take those omens and put them away. We're going to draw up to 5 cards. And we're going to end our turn. And next up is Ruby Doomsday, and she's going to draw a card from the clock. It's an Omen of Doom Deviltry. Recycle 1 random card, and then flip your Nexus to Doom and investigate it. And it's an Omen of Hope. Flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. In Assemble using body, add 1 bonus die. Ooh, it's a therapy dog. And we're gonna try and get it using body. So we have 4 body already. We get 1 bonus die. We get another bonus die for charm. And we really, really, really want this card. So we're going to play the Plague Mask to give us 1 additional die. And we're looking for 15. And we are going to mutate this card. So we're going to roll a die. It's 4, so we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's dangerous. That's the top mutation. And we're going to roll another die. And we rolled a 5. Lose. If we lose, we suffer 1 die of mind damage, trashing 5s and 6s. Okay, so we have 4 for our body, plus 1 because we're assembling using body, and plus 1 for charm, and plus 1 for the Plague Mask we played. And we're looking for 15, and we can re-roll 3 dice. And that's 6, 9. So we're going to re-roll these 3 dice, and we're looking for 6. We're looking for a 6 essentially, so that's not enough. So we're at 14. So we need 1 more, and we're going to take the Dream Snare, and we're gonna. Oh no, it's not a threat. Ah. Arc. Oh. Oh. That's terrible. I wanted the therapy dog. And also now we've lost. We need to take 1 die of mind damage, and we take 3 damage. Terrible. So we lose 3 cards. This is terrible. This went terribly badly. Okay, so she has no cards left, so we're not going to investigate anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, hang on. No, we're going to we had 3 bonus dice. We are going to trash 2 and then add 1 for each trashed bonus die. So it means we don't take any damage. We do get the therapy dog, but this one goes away. Yeah, this was important. So we still have 4 cards. We draw up to 1. And that's that. And it is now Alice Moon. And she draws a card from the Omen deck, and it's an omen of woe. It's an omen of doom. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. If it is a gift, avoid it. Then investigate again. And it is not a gift. It is a minion. Minion number 4, which is the EMT. And first of all, we have to do a mind check. Sense. And we need to get a 7, and we got a 9. No, we get an 11 actually, so that's fine. Then we need to spend 2 study dice and 4 mind dice. And we can't fail under any circumstances. Because we want to close this. So we're going to mutate this card, so we're going to roll a die, and it's card number 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's swarming. Of course it is. So we roll 1 die, and it's 4 again. When we terminate, confront a copy of this threat. Somebody else does, but that's fine. So we're going to put together our pool. We have 4 and 2 study. We're looking for a 14. Oh, easily. Okay, so that's 18. So we have managed to do this. Now, somebody else needs to encounter this. And we're going to give this one to Ruby Doomsday for a 4. And yeah. And we're going to mutate this card, and we rolled a 2, which in this case is hidden. No, it's unseen. And on a 1, evaluate, keep the lowest die. Oh, okay. So we're gonna keep this die. And we're going to re-roll. So that's 12, so we can't get any higher. Okay, so we take 3 damage. Okay. And we can't sacrifice a fragment and slot 1 new fleeting fragment. Oh, we sacrifice a fragment. Okay, we're going to... Oh, okay, let's check. What we're going to do is, it says, keep the lowest die. So we're gonna re-roll these 2. And we have 6 and 4, so... we kept the lowest die, so that's 15, so that's fine. We didn't even need to do anything. Good. Otherwise we would have... okay. We have 5 cards. And we can't investigate any further, but we also don't need to because we've just killed or destroyed the... let's see. Choose body, resist 14, or win versus a new threat. Okay, so in order to seal this Nexus, we need to win against someone. Okay, we're gonna try this. Miss Vargas is gonna try this. She needs to get a 14 on 4 dice. And she got a 9. That didn't work. Okay, so, okay, we can't move. So now it's Alice Moon, and she draws a card, and it is an Omen of Hope. First we're gonna flip to Hope, and we're gonna investigate and its authorities, and we get 1 bonus die off the bat because it's a threat and our Omen allows us. Then we get 2 because it's Charm and Study, and then we're gonna take 3 dice for and that's easily done. That's 9, that's 15, we were looking for 12. We draw 1 new Rage Gift, which is super in her case because she's low on cards anyway. And she draws extra Razor Blades. So her hand is then 7, but now she's going to try, we're going to try and do a body versus resist. And there we have 4 dice or 4 dice. 12. What is it? That's 11. It didn't work either. This is terrible. Okay, so she's not going to do anything. She's going to... She's gonna recycle the card that she just got. And then she's going to investigate this card, and it is another therapy dog. Yay. Okay. So, it's now our friend again. She's gonna draw a card, and it's another Omen of Hope. Flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. In Confront, decrease your damage to 0. So, we have 3 Charm and Resist, and does she have Surge Gifts? No. Does she have Surge Gifts? No. Do I have Surge Gifts? Yes. So I am going to play this to discard and to heal up to 3 surge gifts. And then we're going to try and get another therapy dog. We're looking for 12. And that's 9, 12. Ha ha, booyah. So we have a therapy dog. And we could check body resist. But we're actually going to win versus a new threat. We draw one from, and it's a cryptid again. We love these, don't we? So, and this time we're not going to take any risks. We take 3 dice for rage. We're going to sacrifice the pink taser to add 2 rage dice. And then we're going to look. So my camera stopped working. Well, it didn't stop working, it was just out of juice. So here we are back with the finishing line, and we're now at the last stop, the hospital. And it is now Alison Moon's turn. We know that the first card is Madame Roux's elixir because we basically didn't, we checked. And she's going to draw an omen, and it's an omen of hope, which she's going to play. It's good karma. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In assemble using soul, add 1 bonus die. And at the end we can heal 1 body gift. Okay, so first of all we know that Madame Roux's elixir is the top card, so we're encountering it. We are going to use soul. We also, so we have 3 dice. We have conjure, which is a 4th die, and also since we're assembling soul, we add 1 bonus die, and we're looking for 9 points. We're not going to mitigate this in any way. And we roll 14, which is enough. So we take this card into our hand. We can heal 1 body die. 2, we have 7 cards. We don't have another omen, so we can't do anything. We also don't have a body gift that we could recycle, but we are going to recycle a... Let's see if we've got anything in end. No. Yeah, I'm gonna recycle sparks. So that's the end of her turn. She now can investigate the top 2 cards, or look at them. And the top card is Death's Heads, which is a fight against soul or rage and strike. And then it's bones. Okay. So it is Gabriela Vargas, and she draws 1 omen. And it is an omen of hope, good karma. Assemble using soul, add 1 bonus die. So that is actually good, because now she has as many soul dice as she would have. Okay, so we can do this. So we're going to take 3 soul dice. We're going to add 1 bonus die for strike. Let's see. Are we going to mutate this card? Well, we would, because Alice can actually make her reroll or allow her to reroll 3 dice. So where are my mutations? Oh, over here. So we're going to shuffle them, and we're going to roll a die. It's a 6, so we have to roll again. And it's a 2, so it's 1, it's unseen. So we roll a die again, and we roll a 6. Assemble. We may use sense. Does she have sense? She doesn't. So, okay, but that's fine. So no negative effects. So we have these 3 dice. And we're going to roll. We're looking for 12. And we have 13, so we don't even need to re-roll. So this means we heal 1 card. That's our reward. So we take our discard pile, we shuffle it, and then we take a random card, and we're going to put it into our deck, into our draw deck. So she doesn't have any omens anymore, so she finishes her turn. She has 5 cards, so she doesn't need to draw. Next up is Ruby Doomsday, who's going to draw a clock omen. And it's an omen of doom. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. You cannot play powers to avoid. That's fine. It's bones. And she has 2... And she doesn't make it, so it goes away, but that's fine. It's not such a great thing anyway. But she needs to suffer 1 body damage. She can't because she doesn't have any, so she's going to just shuffle and she's going to draw 1 card and she's going to suffer this as damage. And now it is... so now she needs to reset your hand and she gets 1 card. So next up is Alice Moon. Alice is going to take an omen from the clock. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. And evaluate trash the highest mind die. And it is that which follows. And she would be using mind on this one. We're going to mutate this card, and that's a 1. So it's this card, and it is terrifying. We roll a die, and we rolled a 6. Reload 1 card, and that is somebody else who's going to do this. So, and we're going to make Gabriela Vargas do this. And she is going to reload Therapy Dog. Okay, so we have 4 dice. For our mind. We have 1 for sense. Gabriella is going to use her Wolfram Cube, which adds 1 body die against a mutated card, and she also gets to recycle it. We also have the Mondrian Cell, which would allow us to discard, and roll 1 die, and if the result is odd, we decrease the target by 1, and if it is even, we decrease it by 2. And Gabriella can also decrease the cost further by 2. But first we will see what we roll. So, okay, we have 5. And we can re-roll 2 mind dice, which is what we're going to do. And it's a 4 and a 3. We have to trash the highest mind die. So we have 5, 11. And we're going to discard the Mondrian cell. It's 5, yeah. And we're going to roll a die. And we rolled a 3, so it's odd. So we decrease the cost by 1, which is just enough for us to make this happen. And we win, and we shuffle this threat into a random other nexus. There isn't one, so it goes away. Super. So we have 5 cards in our hands. We're going to draw 1 more card. That's the end of her turn, because she doesn't have any more omens. So now it is Gabriella. Oh, sorry, we're going to look at the top 2 cards. It's an extra shot, and it's Siren Song. Okay. So she draws a card, and it is an Omen of Doom. Oh, actually, before we do this, she needs to suffer 1 body gift. She doesn't have one, so she's just going to take a card, a random card. Okay, so now it is Gabriella, after all. Flip your nexus to Doom and investigate it, and evaluate, trash the highest rage die. Extra shot. And it's body that she's going to use. And it's hack and resist, so she gets 2 additional dice and 3 body dice, and she's looking for an 8. And it's enough, it's 16, so she takes this card, and this goes away. And she now has 4 cards in her hand. She draws up 1 card. Then she needs to suffer a body damage. Yeah, so she needs to suffer the, hang on. No, she needs to suffer the, that's unfortunate. But hey, it can't be helped. So, flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In a void you may avoid. Siren Song. We're really running out of cards, out of omens. Does anyone have an omen in their hands? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, 12. So first we're going to play this card to examine 2 cards. Okay, the next one is the minion. Okay. So, we really need to win against this one. So it's got resist, which she doesn't have. So, okay. Her best one would be 14. It would be 4 against 15. And actually nobody would be able to help her. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going to use soul. We're going to take 2 dice. Or we could use rage. Well, then we might just as well take body. Against 4. We have the Mondrian cell, so we could lower the cost by 2 in total. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to use 4 dice. Yeah. Should we mutate it though? We could. So we're going to mutate it. So first of all, we're going to take all of the mutation cards. We're going to give them a quick shuffle. Then we're going to roll a die. And it's a 2. So it is rock solid. And we rolled a 4. Mutate. Roll 1 die. If the result is greater than their total mind, they reload their rage gifts. So we're going to roll a die. It's 3, which is greater than their mind, but they don't have any rage gifts, so nothing happens. Okay, that's good. So first we're going to use body. We're going to roll, and we rolled a 5, and so we can re-roll 3 dice. So we're going to keep the 5. That's 13. That's fine. We are going to use the Mondrian cell, and we're going to roll a die. And it's odd. So, no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Is there anything we can do? No, there is nothing we can do. So we're going to take body damage. Discard, decrease body or soul damage by 5. We would only take 1 anyway, but it means we get to choose which one to lose. But it means that this one gets to get shuffled back into, so it means we have no idea where it is. That's terrible. So, but we do get to heal 1 body gift. So let's see, it's the plague mask, it's the only one we've got. Goes into here. We're going to draw 2 cards to have our hand size completely refreshed. Draw 1 card, then flip your Nexus Hope to hope and investigate it. It's the minion 5. Strike. Okay. It's the EMT. Mind. 4. Study 2. We cannot lose against this. So we are going to play this card, so it gives us 1 more die for mind, and it also has resist, so we get 4 dice in total. Let's see, does anybody have anything we can use in the evaluate phase? Do we want to mutate this card? It could go terribly wrong. No, we're going to leave it like this. We need 14 cards. Oh, initiate. Mind, sense 7. Going to take. And yeah, that's enough. That's 13. So 14, 5, 10, 16. We found the last EMT. So this goes away. Now, in order to seal this, we need to recycle a body gift, and we don't have one. Arr! Or anyone can do this. Does anybody have a body gift? God, no one does. This is terrible. Oh, but she gets to heal a body gift now. She doesn't have one. Great. Super. So she needs to draw up, and it's... Okay, this is now Gabriella. And let's do the thing. 1, 2, it's a memory stick and red shoes. Okay, so we draw 1 card, and it's an Omen of Doom. Flip your Nexus to Doom. Discard 1 body gift. Yeah, great. Memory stick. She did it. But she can't investigate anymore, so she now needs to suffer body damage. So we're going to run out of time, people. This is really terrible. Body or rage damage. Red shoes. 10. Body gift. We need to get this. There is 4 body dice, 1 charm die, evaluate versus a threat, assemble, damage, assemble versus a mutated card. Evaluate when using charm or using soul. Sacrifice, flip 1 die. She could also support her and give her back surge cards, which doesn't really help. Okay guys, we need 10 on 5 dice. And we did it just about 10. So now she can try and seal the nexus. And she's going to do this by discarding a body gift. Discarded, sealed, done. The question is, did we even have to do this? I believe so. Oh, yeah, no, you win if the last nexus is sealed. Yeah, we've sealed it. Okay, because otherwise we would have had to go through this deck, which we can't because that was by the skin of our teeth. I have to say that for some reason, and I don't know why, I find this game a lot more engaging than the Pathfinder adventure card game, although the mechanics are pretty much... No, I don't want to say identical because they're not, but they are very similar. Oh, she would have had another omen. Look. Okay. So, that's that. That was the adventure finish line. And I think I'll continue playing through the last of Candle Point, but I'm going to do this off camera. And hopefully I'll be back with a couple of Skinwalker adventures. Until such time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.